Instagram, and happy Thursday. I hope that you're all doing really, really well. You're having a great week so far. I hope that you are in your lane, you're doing all the things that you need to do to live a happy, healthy and balanced life. My name is Holistic Holly. I am a modern day mystic, a spiritual and psychic medium. My background is actually in holistic therapies, alternative and complementary therapies, and I'm a holistic therapist and an Ayurvedic therapist as well. So I have a mad passion for alternative remedies, for natural medicine, and for, living in tune with the earth, getting our body in balance, living in tune with our bodies as well. And I also actually teach tarot and divination and mediumship to people who want to connect with that side of themselves, and to use tarot as a tool for themselves and for others to help them find balance in their lives, to help the unknown become known, and to really figure out what it is that you need to focus on and what you need to release in your life to just live happily and healthily. I'm all about getting centered, getting aligned, and getting connected with your higher self and with source to really fulfill your life purpose and do what it is that you want to do in life, that is going to make you happy, that's going to help you fulfill your reason for being here. Now it's Thursday, it's just gone 11. I have just started doing a weekly feature over on my Facebook page, a weekly Q&A session to answer any questions that anyone might have. Now I actually get a lot of questions sent to my direct messages, both here on Instagram and over on Facebook. And so what I thought I would do is to start coming on to answer these questions for people. So whether it's about any of the things that I talked about before, whether it is about mindset stuff, whether it is about psychic and spiritual awareness or protection, spiritual life coaching questions, anything that you guys want me to come on and answer, I am going to come on and answer, and I'm going to upload these videos, perhaps not both of them, perhaps just the YouTube one, perhaps just this one, but I'm going to upload them onto my YouTube channel to be able to share this with the world, because I figure if people are sending me these direct messages and I get a lot of them, then there's other people asking the same questions, and my life purpose is to help people. It is to teach people and spread awareness for these things, is to help raise the vibration. I'm a light worker, and it's to help bring light into the world, and it's the time now for people to really start fulfilling that. And so I'm stepping into the presence of social media to start doing that. So the question and answer session that I did last week was really good. That's up on YouTube. You should go and check it out. Link is in my bio. You should also subscribe if any of these topics are of interest to you, so you don't miss anything that I share. But also I forgot what I was going to say then. I lost my train of thought for a moment. I better have a sip of water. So yeah, that's it. That's what I was talking about. So the question that I just answered over on my Facebook Live was about keeping a high vibration. How do you maintain a high vibration in your life when we're being bombarded by energies all the time that are constantly trying to, beat us down, get us into this low frequency mindset? And there's lots of tips and tricks that you can do, but you have to have awareness of it, and you have to take control of it yourself, okay? Now, I'm just going to give you 5 really quick tips that you can use, okay? 1, keep well hydrated, okay? Now, there's a really great book that's name escapes me at this moment. What is it called? Bum, bum, bum. Do you know, I have got such a library of books. I'm such a bibliophile. Like, I just love to read. I just love books in general. I can never get on with digital technology, reading books online and iPad, not iPads on. I just can't get on with it. Now, what was that book called? Something. Anyway, no, I can't see it. I've got bookshelves behind me. I can't see it. But basically, it talks about how our body is made of light. Yes, this we know. This, I guess, if you're following this channel, you already have a bit of a spiritual awareness. We are beings of light. We are spiritual beings having a temporary physical experience, but the more scientists look into quantum physics, the more we realize that solid physical is actually an illusion in itself, because we are made up of more empty space than we are physical things. So we are actually light, we emit light, and in order to do that properly on a vibrational level, but also on a physical level, in order for our body to function properly, in order for our cells to function properly, we need to be properly hydrated. If our cells are not hydrated, they start to decay, they start to stop working properly, our body stops functioning properly. So staying hydrated is a really, really important thing. Hello, thank you so much for jumping on and for joining me. I really, really appreciate you. I'm doing a bit of a Q&A today, so if you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to pop them in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them for you. Currently talking about how to maintain a high vibration, okay? So I'm just going to go through five tips that you can incorporate into your life to make a big difference in your life, okay? So number one, staying hydrated. You cannot hold the vibration if you're not properly hydrated, and you're more susceptible to brain fog, to damage energetically, and health issues, and all of that kind of stuff that are going to keep you in that low vibration if you're not properly hydrated. Okay, so hydration is the important thing. The second thing to look at is the things that you're consuming. So that can be food, it can be beverages, it can be the music you listen to, the things you're watching on TV, the conversations you're allowing yourself to be a part of, and also the energy of the people that you are around as well. Now, these can all have an impact on your frequency, on your vibrational level, okay? So you need to be eating a high vibrational diet if you want to maintain high vibes. So by this I mean lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of high ojas, high energy foods. This is what they call it in Ayurveda, is ojas, energy. So you need to be eating lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, seeds, things like that. Plant-based diet all the way, guys, okay? Now, I don't judge anyone for their life choices. All I ask for people is to be informed consumers and aware of what it is that they're putting in their body. So I ask you to please consider a plant-based diet if you want to have a high frequency, okay? Everything is energy, and we are absorbing everything that we eat. Also avoiding refined sugars, refined foods. Coffee in some instances can be okay if it's prepared in the right way, if it's the right food. I have a subscription to Gaia, the wellness spiritual website. And I watched an incredible video the other day with Meredith. I've forgotten her name now, Meredith something. It was an interview with a guy about sacred coffee and how drinking coffee, when it's prepared in the right way, can actually really help you expand your consciousness and live a very healthy and vital life. But the thing is that the coffee that we consume, it can actually be detrimental to us because of the way that it's prepared by the producers, particularly in the States. Because here in Europe, well, here in the UK, here in Europe, we've got legislation that says coffee can only be sold to the public if there's below a certain amount of toxins is the wrong word, but contaminants is the right word. It's got to have below a certain amount of contaminants in it, because these contaminants are bad for your health, for brain health, for physical health. And these contaminants come from the production process themselves, because coffee is actually the bean from inside a fruit, okay? And so, some producers, in order to save money, they allow the fruit to rot off the seed, and then they harvest it afterwards, which causes a lot of contaminants, a lot of bacteria, a lot of really nasty stuff to grow on them. And obviously, as the coffee then gets processed, this stuff is getting condensed down, and it's still in the coffee. Now, in the UK and in Europe, they're not allowed to sell that to us. But in the States, there is absolutely no such legislation that stops them selling this toxic coffee. And these toxins have been, shown in studies to cause brain fog, mental fatigue, physical fatigue, all the things that people decide that they want to drink coffee for to help stimulate them. It's actually having a counterproductive effect. It's actually poisoning you slowly. So just when you are consuming coffee, make sure that you're choosing an ethical brand, a nice brand that are going to help stimulate you, not cause you problems problems. You know, a lot of people say they can't drink coffee because it makes them sick, it gives them a bad stomach or what have you, and it's more than likely because that they're drinking these coffees that have got these natural contaminants in that are from the production process, as I said. Thank you so much for the love, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm doing a Q&A today, so if you have any questions, please stick them in the comments. So we're just talking, I'm going off on a tangent as I normally do, but we're talking about how to stay high vibrational, how to keep your vibration high if, you know, in our day-to-day life. So basically I'm talking about things that you can do, 5 steps that you can take to keep high vibes. So the first one was drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. The second one was be careful of what you're consuming. So we're talking about the food that you put in your body, the things that you drink. You know, you want to avoid refined sugar as much as you can. You want to avoid, you know, animal products. As I said, they are low vibration. They are very hard to digest for your body. I'm not going into the debate about veganism or not veganism. I am vegan. It's a personal choice that I have made because that's what resonates with me. All I ask for people to do is become informed consumers. I don't judge anyone for their life choices. You know, this might not go down well in the vegan community, but my other half is not vegan. He's not even vegetarian, and I don't love him any less. He's where he is in his journey, you know, we are all at different levels of consciousness. We all have to make our own decisions. I don't force my views on anyone, but if you are trying to maintain a high vibrational frequency, if you are trying to open your psychic senses and your spiritual awareness, and you finding that you're coming up against blocks, your third eye is not clear, or, you know, you're struggling with maintaining a high vibration or a high energy physically, consider going plant-based. There is a lot more natural energy in plant-based foods that are really going to help you, okay, and help with so many health problems as well. There's a really great documentary called Forks Over Knives. I think everyone should watch it because it's so super educational. I think it's time that they started showing it in schools because it's not the shock and awe factor, it's showing you what plant-based living can do for your health and how it can heal health conditions. But again, slight tangent, so just be careful of that. Also be mindful of what you're consuming through your eyes, through your ears. So mainstream media is a big one. You know, I think it's pretty much common knowledge now that we live in a society that is ruled by the media and the people that own these huge companies that run the media. They are well aware of vibrational frequencies and energies, and they use their power to keep the masses in a fear vibration, okay, a low vibration, because they know that it keeps us under control. So minimize, you know, if you know that it's going to affect you and trigger you, minimize your exposure to mainstream media and mainstream news. You know, just unsubscribe, just get rid of the TV. If you're in the UK, stop having a TV license. Pick and choose where you get your news from. Pick and choose the stuff you watch on TV. You know, don't listen to the radio anymore. Listen to podcasts. Listen to music that you love, that is inspiring you, that's going to uplift you. You know, just be selective over what you consume, you know, through your handheld media devices, through your TV, through the radio, because there is an agenda out there to keep you in a low vibration. So you really have to opt out in order to take that control back, or at least have the awareness of what it's doing to you. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. So let me, before I go too far, come back and read some of the comments. Kylie the Boomerang, thank you so much for joining me, Kylie the Boomerang. The reason I'm awake is from coffee. I'm in the Greater Seattle area. It's almost 4 a.m. Definitely need better coffee. Yes. Well, and if you're aware that you're sensitive to caffeine as well, you know, you just restrict yourself. Say don't have any after a certain time in the evening. I am very sensitive to caffeine. I only need to have like 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day and I will be awake till the early hours. I mean, I've got 2 small children, so I do, that's something that I allow myself to help give myself some energy. But you know, it's organic. I choose good, sustainable, ethical companies to buy my coffee from, so it's really, really good. But yeah, so you know, if you're aware that you have that sensitivity, you know, start having, say, decaf after like 6 o'clock in the evening. I mean, my cut off is about 4 o'clock. I can't really have anything after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So then I start drinking herbal teas, or I drink more water, or what have you. And if I need something hot and sweet to warm me up, then I have like a vegan hot chocolate or a decaf, like I said. So you're welcome, Kylie's. No problem at all. So where did I get to? My list of things that I was saying. So yeah, just be careful of what you're consuming, okay? Because it's all having an effect on us, okay? So the next thing in my 5 steps, my 5 suggestions for maintaining a high vibration is being aware of the energies that you allow yourself to be around. So, pardon me, excuse me. So if you are around people that like to bitch, to moan, to gossip, to you know, talk about issues like we said, the mainstream media agenda and all that kind of stuff that are low vibration, they're going to have an influence on you. So choose to opt out. If you are working in an environment with other people, or if you're going on public transport and you're sensitive to other people's energies, or say if you're working in a caring profession, if you're a healer or a practitioner of some sort, or if you know, if you're a nurse or you work in an office or whatever, if you're around people all the time, then you need to be putting a layer of protection around your auric field, so your energy is not being drawn away. Now there's so many psychic studies, there's so many scientific studies being done into this field at the moment. Now I'm a huge fan of David Hamilton. Some of you may have heard of him. His background is completely science-based. He's a chemist, and he stepped into the world of mind, body, spirit when he started researching the placebo effect. He was actually working for a pharmaceutical company that were testing drugs for heart conditions, and he was coming across this placebo effect time and time again. So he started researching solely on that. He became a motivational speaker, an author. He's actually published by Hay House. And he is so inspiring. I've got so many of his books. I've been to see him speak a few times. And so his books, they are the perfect marriage. And some people don't need that, but some people need the science. I'm a Gemini, so I like to know the science and I like to have the spiritual aspect of it. And his books are a perfect example of the two marrying perfectly together, because he talks about all these spiritual concepts, all these mind over matter concepts, and all of that kind of stuff. The you know, the power of telepathy and the connection between souls, and the fact that we're all connected consciousness and all that. But he then goes, oh, and that scientific study said this, and this scientific study did that, and so he backs it up with the research that's being done, that people say, well, there's no scientific proof. It's like, well, actually there is. So stop saying there's no scientific proof for this stuff until you've actually gone and researched it. That's one thing I noticed. You know, it's easy to become infuriated with people who poo-poo what I do, or they are skeptical about any of this stuff that I'm into, because they have no idea about any of it. Like people that poo-poo astrology and what have you, they have no opinions of their own. They're just regurgitating the opinions of others. They've inherited someone else's opinion. Someone else has told them that it's a load of rubbish, so they believe what someone else has told them, rather than going out and doing the research for themselves, rather than going and having their own chart done to see if it resonates with them or what have you. So David Hamilton really marries the science in with the spiritual. And in a book of his that I just reread, How the Mind Can Heal the Body, he talks about how when you do earthing and grounding on yourself, if you've got a really fully charged auric field and energy, if you go into a space, like a contained space, with someone who hasn't, there is literally a physical exchange of energy where your energy is sucked is the wrong word, but there is a transference to try and balance out the energy of that other person, whether it's from an empathic point of view, because we know that we're all one and we are connected. But there is a tangible and measurable drop in one person's energy and a rise in the other person's energy as you give your energy to try and help raise the vibration of that person. And this happens on so many levels. So if you're going into spaces where people aren't doing the work on themselves or what have you, you are going to have energy drained and sucked from you. So what you need to do is be putting protection around yourself. And that's quite an easy thing to do when you have the awareness of it, okay? So, I'm not going to go into that now. If this is something that you are interested in, I actually have a free guided visualization and guided meditation on my Instagram account. If you go into the link on my bio, I believe it's the first button in my link tree, you can download it for free, and I talk you through all the steps that I do personally in my daily rituals. And I offer alternatives as well, so that you can take and pick and choose which methods work for you, which you find easy to do or not do, because visualization, it is a muscle. You do need to practice. And once you've done that, once you've got in the habit of doing that a few times, I believe it's like 10 minutes long, the one that I've done. But once you get in the habit and you pick and choose the things that you like to do, you can do it 2 or 3 minutes and that's it, you're done. Okay, so, and on that same kind of area, if you like, if you are aware when you're on your way home from work or what have you, that you have picked up the energy of someone else, you have been drained a bit of your energy, or you have got someone else's bad mood that you've picked up energetically, then clearing your energy is very important as well to keep that vibration high. And again, it's all about visualization. Visualize a white light washing over you. You can take a cold shower. Cold showers are really, really good at taking rid of the negative ions to help you charge back up again, to help you feel grounded and all of that kind of stuff. So there are different ways of clearing that energy. And also, you've got crystals that you can use, essential oils that you can use. You can sage and smudge and all of that. But visualization is really quick, really, really beneficial, really effective. And you can do that just, as you're on your way home from work, and that's really, really helpful as well. So we've done 3 things so far. So the 4th thing that I would suggest that you do to help maintain a high vibe is to do the things that get your blood flowing, get the juice flowing in your body. So whether that's doing a bit of yoga, doing some exercise, whatever feels good to you, dancing to your favorite song, it really, really gets the juices flowing, really, really gets the energy moving around the body. It helps you to feel good, okay? It releases endorphins, it releases serotonin, it releases those happy hormones that make us feel good in our body. Now, if you are feeling low and if you are feeling tired, then you can trick your body into giving you a boost by, say, putting on a really great dance song and just singing, perhaps just for 1 minute or just for the length of the track. And by dancing, you can trick your mind into thinking, oh, well, hey, she's actually in a good mood, so I'm going to stop putting those sad hormones in there and I'm going to do a big serotonin dump, a big endorphin dump to make her feel good. And so you can really trick your body in that way. The expression fake it till you make it really, really applies to making yourself feel good and raising your vibration. So like I said, dancing, doing exercise, even singing. Singing works on so many levels. It releases endorphins. It helps you clear your energy. You have the vibrational frequency of sound, which in itself is very healing. That's a whole other topic that I could go into that I'll save for another day. But singing is one of the most profound ways to raise your vibration, clear your energy, and to really just be creative and expressive. And it works wonders. It works so well. So definitely, chanting, singing, anything you can do like that will really, really help you raise your vibe. I'm actually going to do 2 more, okay? So I said about getting your body moving to get the energy high. Also, some self-massage as well. Well, massage in general. If you can afford to go for a massage, some reflexology, aromatherapy, any kind of holistic and Ayurvedic treatment, anything like that is really going to raise your vibration, okay? And obviously energy work too, Reiki, anything like that. It's really, really going to get your vibration high. Now, it was because of the essential oils, it's because of the endorphins that get released when you do go for a massage. It's all helping your body feel good, release good hormones, and raise that frequency, okay? And some people, a lot of people see holistic therapies, massage and things as a luxury thing. They see it as a treat, something that is, they go once a year, if that. And I really think that it's important that people get out of this mindset that self-care is indulgence, because self-care is so, so important for our own well-being. So if you can't budget for it, which I can completely appreciate, if you can't budget for it, then do some self massage. There's some great videos on YouTube. You don't need to do a lot. It can take 5 minutes. When you get up in the morning, do some head massage, get your hands into your shoulders where you feel a bit of tension, do some tapping on your pressure points, get that energy flowing. Just do a bit of massage all over your body, and that can really, really help the energy flow. It'll help with the blood supply, the lymphatic drainage. So it will also give your immune system a boost. It will help increase your energy levels. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. And it will just help you to feel really, really good. Even just doing that little bit, I feel really, really energized. I feel warm. It's a great way to get you started in the morning, or if you're relaxing before you go to bed at night. If you do yoga and things like that, which yoga, hands up to my yoga massive. If you do yoga, you can just do, when you're doing, your child's pose or anything like that, you can just stick a few little massage moves in, press those pressure points, will really, really help you raise your vibration, okay? And like I said, the last bonus one that I'm going to add on, because I know I've done 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 already, but meditation and visualization is profound at helping you raise your vibration and maintain a high vibration, okay? Because it brings to awareness all the things that are causing you to have a low vibration, all the thoughts, all the negative mindset stuff, brings it to your consciousness, so you know what it is that you have to release. But self-awareness is so, so, so important. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I'm actually doing a Q&A at the moment, so if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'm just talking about some tips about how to raise your vibration and keep your vibration high, and just some things that are easy for you to put into your day-to-day routine if you need any help with this, okay? So just a quick run through. We talked about staying properly hydrated and how that's really important, being aware of what you're consuming. I just saw you on. Hello, Amy. You okay, lovely? Billy Blonde. So thank you so much for being here. So being aware of what you're consuming, and that's through all of your senses, what you're eating, drinking, watching, listening to, the people's energies that you allow yourself to be in contact with, and all of that kind of stuff. So, it's about only consuming what helps you, not what's hindering your development. Then we talked about protecting your energy if you are around people with a low vibration, or if you are very sensitive and empathic, putting that protection on yourself. Then we talked about getting moving, get that energy flowing, get your body tricked into believing that you're in a high vibrational place, get those endorphins raised and rised. And we talked about going for massages, using essential oils, doing your own massage treatments to help raise that vibration as well. And then obviously massage and visualization to help keep that vibe high. So it's all about setting intentions. So if anyone who is watching at the moment, I know there's only 2 of you here now, but if you have any questions that I can help you with, I would love to. We're talking holistic and complementary therapies, psychic and spiritual awareness. If you have any questions about that, any mindset stuff, any lifestyle stuff, any like life coaching questions perhaps I can help you look at from a spiritual perspective. If you're a tarot reader and you have any questions about reading the tarot, or any questions about opening your third eye, drawing in your ancestors, angels and guides, anything like that, please drop them in the comments below. Atlantean Holistic, I love that name. Thank you so much for joining me. You're so welcome. It's lovely to have you here. Love and blessings. So just drop any questions that you have. It's so great. Thank you, Joe, for jumping on. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you don't already, please follow my page. I have got a YouTube channel. If you'd like to go and subscribe to that, help a girl out. I'm just trying to grow it and to help spread my message, to help as many people as I can. Hey, honey. I've mentioned an eyelash or something. I have mentioned a free guided visualization and meditation that you can have when the video is over, go to the link in my bio on my account, and I believe it's the top button on my link tree. You can download a free guided visualization to help ground, center, clear and protect your energy. And I talk about all the steps that I go into, that I use in my day-to-day life to help protect you from other people's energies, other entities that might draw close to you, to help keep your energy high, your vibration high, keep your mindset positive, and to keep you grounded, because it's so important to stay grounded. One thing I noticed, there's a lot of talk about raising your vibration out there. There's a lot of talk about people opening their third eye, accessing the higher realms, going astral traveling, doing astral projection, dream work, all of that stuff. And yeah, great, it's amazing if you're at that point in your spiritual journey when you can go and do all these things. That's incredible, that's wonderful. But people are not talking about the grounding and protection, which is so important afterwards. And if you're not grounding your energy down, if you're not earthing that energy, then you are leaving yourself open not only to have that energy drained, like I discussed earlier in the video, your auric fields to be drained, you're giving your energy away to other people, but you're leaving yourself open for all forms of energetic attack, psychic attack. You're also leaving yourself open to become detached from the physical. So you'll stay too much in your headspace. You can become detached in relationships because you're way up in the clouds. You can also start to get physical ailments and physical conditions because you're not grounding back down into the body. And I'm not saying this is to people to not go and do these wonderful things like astral traveling, like opening your third eye, like going on vision quests and all shamanic journeys. They are the best things in the world. They're the most valuable things in the world if you are on a healing journey and you need to heal yourself. But you need to do the grounding down, you need to do the protection afterwards. And if you want to know more about that, do let me know. Like I said, this step-by-step guide is available to download for free from the link in my bio. You just need to give me your email address so I can keep you up to date with all the news and things that I've got going on. No spamming, obviously, and obviously GDPR safe. I'm not going to be selling your details on to anybody else. So yeah, if no one's got any questions, I am going to pop off. But I just want to say that this has been an absolute treat today. I've absolutely loved this. And I really appreciate you all for jumping on and joining me, for sticking around till the end. I have got availabilities for holistic therapies and holistic treatments coming up this weekend. If you are in the local area, I'd love to help you out. So send me a direct message. I am going to do these Q&As on a weekly basis now. So if you have got any questions in the meantime before next week, please send me a direct message, because I would love to be able to answer your questions for you. And again, alternatively, if you'd like to book a reading from me to help you find out what it is you need to release, or what you need to focus on, or why you keep coming up against obstacles, you can't figure out what the lesson is that you need to learn to move past certain situations, then I do tarot readings. They start at £22. I'm not sure how much that is US. I know I've got a lot of fans in the US, so sorry, I don't know what the conversion is at the moment. But yeah, and exciting news coming up. I'm not going to give it away right away, but I've got a big online thing coming up that I'm really excited about. It's really going to help me progress and move forward on my journey. I want to get the ball rolling with that before Mercury retrograde hits on the 5th of March, because that can throw spanners in the works and cause things to come unstuck. So I'm trying to get organised and get all that stuff together. So watch this space if you are interested in developing your tarot abilities, in developing your your inner oracle and your connection with your ancestors, angels and guides, then watch this space for that news, because I'm really excited to share that with you. And if you don't want to miss it, again, go and subscribe to my email, my email list. You get a free meditation when you do, which is really good. And yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. I am so grateful and so blessed to have you here with me today. I hope you have a really great rest of your day, rest of your week, and I hopefully will see you again soon. So love and blessings, friends. Bye for now.